Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create live webinar registrant on contact form 7 submission. So let's suppose I'm an online course creator and I'm receiving all my leads with the help of contact form 7 for my webinar. Now I want that whenever I receive a new lead, it should be automatically created as a registrant in my live webinar account. Now doing this manually will be a very tedious and a time-consuming task, so I'm completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between contact form 7 and live webinar. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I will receive new form submission from my contact form 7, a registrant will be automatically created in my live webinar. Now, if you want to learn this amazing automation step by step, then let me take you all to my screen.
In this video, we are going to see how to create live webinar registrant on contact form 7 submission. Here I have created an automation workflow with the help of Pabbly Connect, where I have made connection between contact form 7 and live webinar, and now I am going to do a form submission in this contact form 7, and if a registrant is created in my live webinar, this means this automation workflow is working completely fine. So here I am going to open my form in contact form 7. So this is my form and I am going to fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my first name is new, my last name is user, my phone number is this, and then my email address is new56@pabblytudes.com. Now I'm going to submit this form, and as soon as I submit this form, a registrant should be created in my live webinar. So let's submit this form. And here I have successfully done this form submission. Now I'll open my live webinar account and let's refresh this page once. And here I can see that one attendee registered. I'm going to open this. And here I can see that this was the registrant, the name was new user, email address was new56@pabblytudes.com. So this is how this automation workflow will run, and now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how to create live webinar registrant on contact form 7 submission. For this, we are going to create automation between live webinar and contact form 7 with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect/inr/ in your browser. Now after browsing the website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I am an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. Here I have to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me to this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders that I have created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, you simply have to click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button, and first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let's name this workflow as how to create live webinar registrant on contact form 7 submission, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders that have been created, and I'm going to select this forms automation and then click on create. Now here, as soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create live webinar registrant on contact form 7 submission, which means whenever there will be form submission in this contact form 7, a registrant should be created in my live webinar account, which means whenever there will be form submission in this contact form 7, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger says when this happens. So when form submission in contact form 7 happens and then action says do this, then create live webinar registrant. So here in my trigger application, I am going to take contact form 7 And then in my trigger event, I am going to take this new form submission. Now I need to make connection between Contact Form 7 and Pabbly Connect, for which a webhook URL is provided to me. And this URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Contact Form 7 with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I am going to make this connection. And to make this connection, let me open my WordPress account. So this is the app dashboard of WordPress, and Contact Form 7 is a plugin of that. So I have installed that, and on the left hand side where I can see all these options, here I am going to click on this contact and then go to Contact Forms. Now if I scroll down, I can see this lead form, and this is the particular form that I'll be using. So I'm going to click on this edit form. And here if I scroll down, I can see all the fields: first name, last name, phone, email. Now I have to click on this webhook option, and then I have to remove this previously existing webhook URL, and I have to copy and paste the webhook URL which I am provided in this workflow, in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I'm going to copy this webhook URL and paste that webhook URL over here. And now I'll scroll down and then click on this save, scroll above and then click on this save. So here contact form saved. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. If I scroll down, I can see this waiting for the webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission, for which I am going to open this form. This is the lead form in which I have inserted this webhook URL, and if Pabbly Connect capture that response after submission of my form, then this will mean that the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Contact Form 7 and Pabbly Connect, that is successful. So here I am going to open my form and fill some dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my first name is latest, my last name is user, my phone number is this, and then my email address is latest123@pabblytudes.com. Now I am going to click on this submit. Here I have done this form submission, and I should receive the response in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So let's open my workflow, and if I scroll down, I can see that I have instantly received this response. The first name was latest, last name was user, phone number that we just added was this one, email address was latest123@pabblytudes.com. Now as soon as I've done the form submission, I have received the response here in this workflow, and this means the connection setup that we have created with the help of this webhook URL between Pabbly Connect and Contact Form 7, that is successful. And now whenever someone will submit the form in my Contact Form 7, I will start receiving the response here in this workflow. Now moving on to the next step, whenever I receive submission or the form submission in my Contact Form 7, I want to create live webinar registrant. So then in my action application, I am going to take live webinar. And then in my action event, I am going to take this create webinar registrant. Now I have to click on this connect. So if you have an existing connection, you can go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to click on this connect with live webinar. Here I have already logged in my live webinar account, and that's why I just need to grant away some permissions, for which I need to click on this authorize, because my data is completely safe with Pabbly Connect. And it is always advisable to keep your applications logged in for the easy authorization. Now here authorization successful and live webinar is connected with Pabbly Connect. Now I have to enter all these details. So the first one is I have to enter webinar with enabled registration. So here in this drop down, I can see that I have just one webinar, and to get this, let me open my live webinar account. So this is my live webinar account, and this is the event name. Now I want the registrant to be registered in this particular event. So I have selected that. Now it has automatically detected the registration form ID, and now I need to enter the rest of the details. So the first one is registrant name, and I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter data from my previous response. Now here I have received my response from Contact Form 7, and when I click on this registrant name field, I can see this Contact Form 7, and when I click on this, I can see all the response that I have received from there. Now I need to enter the registrant name. So the registrant name is latest user. I'll put the first name and the last name and put space between these two, and then the registrant email. So the email address is latest123@pabblytudes.com. Then send confirmation to registrant's email. I want to select this as no, and then I have to enter the first name. So I'll follow the same process, enter the first name, enter the last name, and then again enter the email address. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in these fields. Manually entering the data will make these fields static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep these fields dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now after entering all these details, I simply have to click on the save and send test request. And here I can see that I have received the response, and this response is a positive one. I have received the data ID and the email address, the name of the user is same. Now I need to open my live webinar account and check whether this registrant has been created there or not. So this is my live webinar account and I'm going to refresh this page once. And here I can see 2 attendees registered. I'm going to open this. And here I can see that we have instantly added this latest user also. The email address was latest123@pablitudes.com. Now to check this automation workflow one last time, I am again going to do form submission in my contact form 7. And if a registrant is automatically created in this live webinar, this means this connection setup is working fine. So here I am going to open my lead form and fill some other dummy details in all these fields. So let's say my first name this time is, my last name is user, my phone number is this, and then my email address is admin246@pablitudes.com. Now I'm going to click on the submit. And here, as soon as I've done the form submission, a registrant should be created in my live webinar account. So let's open my live webinar. Let's go back and refresh this page once. And here I can see 3 attendees registered. Let's open this. And here we have added this admin user. Also, the email address that we just added was admin246@pablitudes.com. So now to summarize, we took contact form 7 as our trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. We submitted the form and received the response here in this workflow. Then we moved to the next step where we wanted to create registrant after the form submission. So we took live webinar as our action application, made connection with Pabbly Connect, entered the webinar in which we want to create this registrant, entered all these details with the help of a method called mapping, simply clicked on the save and send test request and received the response as these registrant being automatically and instantly created in my live webinar account. So this is how this automation workflow will run, and here we have successfully created automation between contact form 7 and live webinar with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.